Hello, my name is Matthew, and I'm going to pitch my story idea called Broken Pieces. It's about a monster who tries to imitate this diner girl who works in a nearby diner in the city where he's in. He tries to imitate her, but everything he does not seem natural or anything like the girl. So the story takes place in a small town where the monster lives, and then right near the outskirts of the town is the diner where the girl works. Okay, so let's get to it. It's a bright sunny day. Something emerges out from the sewers. This creature makes its way towards the city and stops in front of a hedge of grass. It spreads apart the grass and pulls out a camera. The camera zooms in towards the nearby street diner, and we hear a lot of chit chat around there. Ugly people have no right to talk to me. The girl scoffs at him, and she continues talking to the playboy beside her. We zoom out towards the hedge of grass nearby. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. The photo comes out from the camera. After snapping some photos, the creature leaves and he goes back to the sewers where he has made it his home. Cling, clong, clang, clong, cling. He places the camera on a table and walks away. The walls in his lair are covered with pictures of the diner girl from earlier. As the creature stops in front of the mirror, he takes down his hood and then he fumbles around and he takes out the photos that he took earlier and looks at them. The creature then tries to imitate the poses the diner girl made earlier from the photos. And he collapses to the ground in frustration and stares at the lady's smile and thinks to himself, why do I not look like her? What am I doing wrong? He grabs one of the broken glass on the floor, he picks it up and cuts open his mouth. And then the blood splatters on the ground as he walks out of his lair once more, and the photo gets soaked in the blood from earlier. Later that day, the diner girl has finished her work and is walking home. She takes out her powderer and oogles at herself. He tries to show himself to the girl, but because of his horrible look, he frightens her. Throws her powderer at his mouth. The monster crouches in pain. He turns and stares at her with a very angry look. Knowing that she has done something horribly wrong, the girl tries to run away in fear. But before she can do that, the monster raises his hand and cuts down at her. The monster drags her back to his lair, where he drops her down on his bed. He slowly caresses her lip, but then the monster realizes something as he looks towards the mirror. He has finally realized that even though he tries to look like her, he will never be her because of how he looks and because of how different they are. So instead of trying to be like her, he wants to be her. So he grabs another glass from the mirror, he turns around and stabs the lady's body. The monster pulls out the skin from the girl's body. And then the next day, the playboy walks towards the diner and tries to chit-chat with the girl again. But as he looks closer at her, he realizes that something is very wrong with her. The monster has taken the girl's skin and wears it as his own. The end.